With the transfer window having opened last Friday and us having less than 2 weeks till our players are set to return for pre-season, well, Manchester United are yet to make any signings. But it seems like we might have a breakthrough in one of our players, i.e. Frenkie De Jong. But has the Dutchman finally agreed to join Manchester United this summer? Also, what is happening with the Mason Greenwood situation, and could he potentially be returning for pre-season? And what number one target has Erik Ten Hag missed out on? Well, let's discuss all this in the latest episode of Transfers FC. But let's start off with the Frenkie De Jong transfer. As according to Sami Mokbel, Frenkie De Jong is now open to joining Manchester United, and there is a growing feeling that a deal could be struck. A reunion with Erik Ten Hag is said to be a big factor in the player's willingness to leave for Manchester United. Oh my goodness me, we finally have a breakthrough in this Frenkie De Jong saga, as it looks like we have finally convinced Frenkie De Jong to join Manchester United. And for me, this was the biggest hurdle that Manchester United had to overcome, as it was really never going to be about that fee, as when it comes to fees, well, we've seen Manchester United are able to pay them, but it was about if we can convince Frenkie De Jong that this was the right step in his future. And it looks like with the lure of Erik Ten Hag, Manchester United have convinced him for that, as Erik Ten Hag and Frenkie De Jong are understood to have a close relationship from their time at Ajax, with the lure of the reunion described as the major factor in De Jong's willingness to become a Manchester United player this summer. And I told you before, convincing Frenkie De Jong was all down to Erik Ten Hag, as Frenkie De Jong has always made it open that he wants to play in the Champions League. And after the season that Manchester United have had, well, with us finishing 6th and having our worst ever season, well, after signing Erik Ten Hag from Ajax, well, that is the only reason we can even convince someone like Frenkie De Jong to sign for us. And well, with it looking like Frenkie De Jong has agreed to join for Manchester United, well, all it is left is for Manchester United to agree a fee with Barcelona, and Frenkie De Jong will be ours. And it looks like we might not be far away from that, as Frenkie De Jong now wants to join Manchester United this summer. United have made an initial offer, but United and Barcelona are yet to reach an agreement, with Barcelona wanting around £65 million. And it looks like we aren't far away from that £65 million price tag, as according to Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United have made an opening proposal for Frenkie De Jong, with that being €60 million and €10 million in add-ons. Barcelona have turned this opening bid down, but the clubs remain in contact. So with that €70 million offer that Manchester United have made, well, that is £60 million. And if we are to believe what Sami Mokbel said, well, Manchester United are only £5 million away from striking a deal with Barcelona. And with the fact that Frenkie De Jong now wants to sign for Manchester United, well, it looks like we might be just £5 million away from signing Frenkie De Jong this summer. And with TalkSport saying that Manchester United are increasingly confident of signing Frenkie De Jong and hope to conclude a deal swiftly. And I think that might be the case, as I told you, we are only £5 million short of what Barcelona want. And the fact that Frenkie De Jong is now the number one priority for Erik Ten Hag, and that Frenkie De Jong really is the perfect midfielder in an Erik Ten Hag system, well, the fact that it is just £5 million, Manchester United must conclude this deal quickly. And even though the transfer window just opened last Friday, well, if we are a changed club and we are trying to act like a serious football institution again, well, Manchester United cannot dilly and dally about £5 million, as we cannot have a repeat of what happened in 2020 with the Jadon Sancho saga, as at the start of that 2020 summer, Manchester United knew the price for Jadon Sancho, and well, with the whole summer round, Manchester United were trying to penny pinch and trying to sign Jadon Sancho on a cut price, and we saw how that worked out. We didn't get him that summer, and we had to go and get him the following year. And the fact about Frenkie De Jong is the fact that he's just £65 million. Maybe we might see some European elite teams come in for him, of the likes of PSG and even Manchester City. And if that was the case, with clubs like them coming in for Frenkie De Jong, well, we really wouldn't even stand a chance, as them clubs right there are in the Champions League and are competing for Champions Leagues. And for Manchester United, well, even though we have Frenkie De Jong's former manager in Erik Ten Hag, well, it would be really hard to compete with the likes of Manchester City and PSG for Frenkie De Jong. So if we are just 5 million short of what Barcelona want, please Manchester United pay that price, as with us having less than 2 weeks left till our players come back for pre-season, well, this could be a brilliant start to our summer with us having Frenkie De Jong confirmed before pre-season. But anyways lads, what are your thoughts on this Frenkie De Jong situation? How quickly do you think Manchester United could go and complete this deal? And where do you think Frenkie De Jong's best position / role could be for Erik Ten Hag's system? But anyways lads, now let's move on to a more serious topic, and that being the Mason Greenwood situation. As yesterday morning we saw Mason Greenwood trending on Twitter, and it was because of tweets like this that Mason Greenwood will join Manchester United squad after their pre-season match against Liverpool, the English FA announces. And with that tweet getting 33,000 likes, well, that led to some Manchester United fans believing that Mason Greenwood might be back. But that isn't the case, as according to an actual journalist like Mike Keegan, the police investigations into the allegation made against Manchester United's Mason Greenwood remain ongoing. So as of right now, Mason Greenwood is not going to return for pre-season, but we could have something on his situation really soon, as a few months ago Mason Greenwood's bail was extended from the 30th of April till the mid of June, and with today being the 14th of June, well, we might soon get a hearing from this Mason Greenwood situation. But let's talk hypothetically. If Mason Greenwood was proven to be innocent despite all the information on him, well, would you take him back at Manchester United, and would you give him a second chance? But now let's move on to the Erik Ten Hag transfer target gone, as unless you've been living under a rock, you would know that Darwin Nuno is going to Liverpool, as Fabrizio Romano gave his here we go for Darwin Nuno to Liverpool, and that Liverpool would pay 80 million euros plus 20 in add-ons, with Darwin Nuno signing a 5-year contract for the Reds. And there goes Erik Ten Hag's number one priority for that striker position, as ever since Erik Ten Hag was announced to be the Manchester United manager, well, in that striker position, that one name that remained consistent was Darwin Nunes. And why wouldn't we be linked with him, as after the season he has had and the sheer amount of goals he has scored, well, no wonder Manchester United wanted him. But let's take a step back for a second, because for 100 million euros, Darwin Nunes is going to Liverpool. And I don't know about you, but a striker that's only had one standout season, which was the season that went by, and the fact that he is costing 100 million euros, well, that sounds a bit overpriced. But to be honest, that just shows the striker market in general, as there aren't many standout options available, as with the likes of Napoli's Victor Osimhen and Roma's Tammy Abraham. Well, they both had really good seasons last year, but they are also being touted at that 100 million euro price tag. And I don't know about you, Tammy Abraham, Victor Osimhen and even Darwin Nunes, well, I just don't think they are worth 100 million euros. And the only standout option that I think Manchester United now have left is probably Sassuolo's Gianluca Scamacca. As I've told you before about Scamacca, well, he is a 6'5" technical secure striker, and the fact about Scamacca is his ball striking ability is up there with some of the best in Europe, and I would actually compare it with the likes of Erling Haaland, as he's able to strike from various different angles and various different ranges, but he's always seeming to get these shots nearabouts the goals. And with Darwin Nunes having now been picked up by Liverpool, maybe Scamacca could be a perfect alternative to the Uruguayan. But there might be an issue for United to try and get Scamacca, as to take an Italian player from the Italian league, well, it always seems impossible, as when we wanted Tonali in 2020, well, he chose a 6th place AC Milan side over a 3rd place Manchester United. And the same could happen with Scamacca, as if a Premier League team like a Manchester United went for him, well, he might want to choose to remain in Italy. And I just don't see Scamacca signing for Manchester United, as Italian players just simply don't leave Italy, and the fact that we aren't even in the Champions League, and we really haven't heard anything from Erik Ten Hag's side of getting Scamacca, I just don't see Manchester United going and getting him, even though he looks like a really good alternative. And it looks like Manchester United will have to sign their striker in 2023, as I told you, this striker market does not look that good, and with the prices that are being quoted for the other targets like Tammy Abraham and Osimhen, well, it might be best for Manchester United to wait till 2023. But anyways lads, what are your thoughts on the striker market? And after Manchester United complete the signing of Frenkie De Jong, who would you want us to go and get? But anyways lads, that was the latest episode of Transfers FC, and if you did enjoy the video, well, go down there and smash that like button for your boy, and consider subscribing to my channel, as we are now on the road to 1,000 subscribers. But anyways lads, for now guys, I'm out. Peace.